Zhao Liying hit her face and played the main concern subsequent to observing more than years, however she was unable to perceive Dai Wenwen. Among the new works sent off this year, Zhang Ruoyan's Observing More Than Years is without a doubt the greatest lament for everybody. All things considered, the authority declaration toward the finish of last year that there will be a spin-off, however the thunder is weighty and the downpour is little. In the no-so-distant past, Li Xiaoran made it known that the content has not yet been gotten. It tends to be seen that the chance of seeing this show this year is tiny. The justification for why everybody is so anticipating the spin-off of Observing More Than Years is exactly in light of the fact that the nature of this work is actually excessively high. The anticipation left behind is adequately just to spark the crowd's interest. Excellent plays can frequently make each character well established in the hearts of individuals. Aside from Zhang Ruoyan, Zhao Zhan's Yan Bingyan likewise has a feeling of secret, particularly the sword that wounds Fan Xian toward the end, which is much really befuddling. Clear the circumstance, increasingly anticipating the spin-off of compensate for the plot of this spot. Presently Zhang Ruoyan, Zhao Zhan and different entertainers have started to lead the pack in many film and TV shows and delivered an ever-increasing number of excellent works, and a few supporting jobs in the show have likewise effectively advanced out of the circle. For example, Cheng Yi, Wang Yang and different entertainers are additionally great assets. Get delicate. There is likewise a subtle negligible supporting job in the play, who showed up in Jin Duang's new play The Primary Concern and turned into the most disputable job, in light of the fact that the entertainers have great looks and acting abilities, and the characters are excessively vivid secure. There are two Weiner in Observing More Than Years. One is Lin Weiner played by Li Qin, she is Fan Xian's true accomplice, and the other is Shen Weiner, who loves Yan Bingyan earnestly. The job of Shen Weiner didn't show up until Fan Xian went to Northern Qi. However, in the restricted part in the scene, Shen Weiner turned into the person who squeezed the courageous woman. Her captivation and solidness caused individuals to feel bothered. Shen Weiner's affection for Yan Bingyan can be supposed to be unswerving, just offering without expecting anything as a trade-off. From the start, Yan Bingyan had the option to move toward Shen Weiner when she was near Shen Weiner. During this cycle, Shen Weiner was drawn in by Yan Bingyan. Despite the fact that Yan Bingyan additionally cared deeply about Shen Weiner, she had consistently respected Shen Weiner from her own because of her personality. Shoved to the aside. Shen Weiner realized that Yan Bingyan was careful, yet she realized that Fan Xian could save him, so she frantically assisted Yan Bingyan with escaping inconvenience. Indeed, even before she left, Yan Bingyan dismissed Shen Weiner face to face, and she didn't leave. Yan Bingyan was anxious about the possibility that she would bring pointless hardship following him. Yan Bingyan utilized the most frightful words to allow Shen Weiner to leave, just with the goal that she wouldn't pay a lot for herself. After Fan Xian left with Yan Bingyan, Shen Weiner hurried to report the letter in light of the fact that Shen was vital to kill Yan Bingyan, yet additionally obstructed Yan Bingyan's body, making the sword puncture her body. Until the end, Shen Weiner forfeited herself for Yan Bingyan. This character has its own appalling tone, and her storyline is exceptionally short, however it is extremely finished, and she has become perhaps of the most famous supporting job in the play. Shen Weiner was depicted quite well, and Dai Wenwen, the entertainer who played her, got inescapable consideration. She performed Shen Weiner's loving presentation so unfortunately, particularly the crying scene when she forfeited for Yan Bingyan. Immediately wet eyes. Since Dai Wenwen's appearance is basically the same as Zhao Liying, numerous watchers are additionally devotees of her appearance. I need to say that the facial highlights of the two are excessively comparable, particularly when they chuckle. The curve of the sides of their mouths is the very same. Also, the eyes of both of them are extremely light-footed, and they have round oval appearances, which makes individuals inept and muddled. Dai Wenwen, as Zhao Liying, are incredibly pliable entertainers. In the wake of performing Observing More Than Years and afterward playing out the main concern, she was unable to perceive her when she removed her old ensemble. In the main concern, Jack Hiking, played by him, is the most dubious person. In spite of the fact that it isn't obvious from the ongoing plot whether Jack Hiking lied, her way of behaving is now silly. Jack Hiking and Muziki are dearest companions, but since of her ex's insane way of behaving, Muziki kills her. Jack Hiking said that Muziki stepped up to the plate and let her live in her own home, and furthermore proposed to confront Jack Hiking's ex alone. However, Muziki's significant other said that Jack Hiking pushed him out. On account of the different sides demanding their own viewpoints, the motivation behind why it is challenging for Cheng Yi to represent her is on the grounds that during the time spent managing this matter, regardless of whether what she said was reality around then, when her dearest companion was wounded by her ex after the homicide, Cheng Yi did not sense any guilt, or even driven the duty completely, wondering that Muzuki's dying had not anything to do with her, which became unacceptable. If Cheng Yi driven Muzuki, then she became an oblique murderer. However, despite the fact that she did not push Muzuki, if she hadn't angered her ex-boyfriend and moved into Muzuki's house, her great buddy might now no longer have been killed. Cheng Yi positioned all of the duties on her ex-boyfriend who were sentenced to dying, and Muzuki became additionally a proactive man or woman in her mouth. Whether it became protective Cheng Yi or letting her stay in her personal home, it became Muzuki. Ziki proposed, now no longer Cheng Yi. In addition, whilst she became puzzled through the judge, Cheng Yi advised a lie, which made it even extra hard for human beings to trust her. Cheng Yi stated that she referred to as 110 after listening to the neighbor scream. In fact, the police obtained the decision 10 minutes after the neighbor referred to as the police. This means that Cheng Yi now no longer ask for the primary time whilst the door became closed. The police helped, or even intentionally hid the fact. In the modern plot, the fact has now no longer but been revealed. However, one aspect is certain, Cheng Yi is pretty a cold-blooded man or woman. She is aware of that her ex-boyfriend is a pervert, and he or she leaves Muzuki by myself to stand it. Being accountable or having a moral sense will now no longer reason Muzuki to be killed. The person layout of this person is so annoying, and beneath Dai Wenwen's interpretation, it makes human beings even extra angry. Her potential to fake to be susceptible and harmless is without a doubt consummate, and he or she has usually been light-hearted approximately the homicide of her great buddy. She wept bitterly best whilst her personal pastimes have been threatened. Especially in court, Cheng Yi translates the word shameless to the fullest. While crying, she used "I'm afraid" to try and push all of the duties away. If it wasn't for understanding what she did, she might without difficulty be pitied through her. The look is confusing. But thinking about her diverse behaviors, it is able to best be stated that Cheng Yi is just too accurate at disguising. This type of ugly position is pretty hard for actors to control. However, Dai Wenwen has portrayed the villainy of this position very well. But it smiles an intelligent appearance, and with inside the end, the entirety has been calculated, which makes human beings angry. In addition to the two dramas celebrating more than years in bottom line, he additionally regarded in Chai and Shang Long Song, Female Psychologist, Qing Pingli and different works earlier, which may be stated to be all explosions. It suggests how correct Dai Wenwen's imaginative and prescient for drama choice is. With such first-rate performing skills, Dai Wenwen additionally has a shiny future. 02. Cheng Yi's drama avenue is getting wider and wider, the bottom line is at the air, and South Wind Knows My Mind ushered with inside the first trailer. The first trailer for the present-day drama Southern Wind Knows My Mind co-starring Cheng Yi and Zhang Yuxi has been released. This drama is likewise one in all Cheng Yi's upcoming dramas to appearance ahead to, and I noticed Cheng Yi with inside the trailer. Everyone thinks that Cheng Yi's position span is virtually massive in this era of time, and his performing profession appears to be getting wider and wider. The bottom line starring Cheng Yi is presently at the air. There are many vintage actors on this play, and there are numerous rival performs among Cheng Yi and Jin Dong with inside the play. Although in comparison with the senior actors, they are able to certainly seeing Cheng Yi's room for improvement. However, his interpretation of his position remains very successful. Zhao Liying, performed through Cheng Yi in the bottom line, is a newcomer with inside the workplace. I ought to admit that he's gifted and capable, so he's assured sufficient with inside the paintings process. Jin Dong's position is Zhao Liying's master. Comedy interplay among the two with inside the play may be very interesting, and Jin Dong additionally appreciates his apprentice very much. When the bottom line first aired, every person might absolutely sense a few surprises, due to the fact earlier than this drama Agar Wood as a crumb starring Cheng Yi simply ended and ushered with inside the finale. The forbearance emperor, one is the unfastened and smooth Tang Zhou, and the opposite is the black-bellied and domineering Zhuan Yi. Many viewers' assessment of the drama Agar Wood is like crumbs as human beings convey the drama. The overall performance of the main actors with inside the play appears to be extra appealing than the placing of the story, and Cheng Yi's position as a triangle is absolutely a paintings. One of the massive highlights through Cheng Yi's acting, everyone can feel the different characters of the three characters in many details, not just the makeup changes. The object of interest. The director has recently been busy with filming, such as co-starring with Cheng Yi in Lotus Pagoda, which is also a costume drama, following breadcrumbs like Agarwood. The director admired Cheng Yi very much. Not only did he collaborate with Cheng Yi twice, but when Cheng Yi's new drama The Bottom Line was launched, the director also called Cheng Yi for the first time. Quote, "Since Liu Li became popular, Cheng Yi has certainly given many fine performances in costume dramas, and he is certainly well suited for costume dramas, but two contemporary dramas during this period. With the launch and promotion of Cheng Yi, everyone has more and more ways to play Yi. The South Wind Knows My Heart is a modern romantic drama. In this drama, Cheng Yi plays an arrogant president. When he and the heroine first met, he and the heroine weren't happy when they first started out. They were the typical setting for happy enemies. After contact, the two had more opportunities to be alone. In the process of getting to know each other, they gradually fell in love with each other, and their feelings warmed up quickly. The role of Cheng Yi itself changed a lot. After getting along as normal friends and falling in love, they become more affectionate. After watching the trailer, everyone was worried that the end of the show would be. Without a perfect ending, it's expected to be difficult for everyone to accept. In addition to being currently airing in a contemporary drama, South Wind Knows My Heart is expected to see you soon, and we look forward to Cheng Yi's new role."